My mama used to give Dustin and Derek our hand-me-down clothes, and they were white. They didn't have a daddy. We had a daddy. It's like we didn't grow up in this mythical world that black people are just the weakest amongst us.
Some people were, and I think that has to do with their family structure. If you think of it anyway, Black Americans generally do come from families that are linked to white supremacy in itself. And that's why they have that inferior complex, because if you know the history of Black Americans, if you look at their ancestry, where their lineage goes back to, 1 out of 2 of their paternal lines goes back to a white male, usually slave owner. So, I mean, that's their lineage, that's what their connections are. Obviously, those people in their past were racist people, obviously, believed in subjugating the black race, and probably taught all their children that, even the mixed ones, for that matter. And that gets infiltrated back into the black families, basically, that of today have the same view of themselves being inferior because of that, basically. And so no matter what a white person is doing in their life, a black person like that will always see themselves as inferior. So that's why they have that view, I think. Continue.
Well, I just feel like I gotta keep talking about this. Why do black people feel that they're so inferior? I ain't thought about the color of no characters in no movies. It doesn't even matter. It has no bearing. These are fake actors. I mean, it's a fake. A mermaid ain't even real in the first place. I hope you don't let your kids listen to this. Mermaids are not real. The girl was like, why is she underwater? Because she ain't real. I hope your daughter don't want to be like her.
Yeah, I mean, like, it isn't real. And I don't feel like, as far as cartoons, that they should be changed. Like, the image of Ariel should not be changed to have brown skin. Like, that would be really stupid. As far as the actress, though, I don't think that the actress has to be played by a white person. It could be played by an Asian person, a Hispanic person, a black person, a white person. Really doesn't matter. As long as it's a person, I mean, that's all that matters. And it's a woman. I would prefer that over not having a woman play that role. It would kind of be weird. But I mean, like, to each his own. But I just don't really feel like the race matters in this case. I do definitely relate to the whole thing of what he's saying about why do black people have the idea of feeling inferior. And I feel like this situation does have a lot to do with that, because you can see they have their children thinking about race so much, and they are thinking of it almost in a sense of being an underdog. They hardly know anything about the world. They're so young, they're so little, but they have been indoctrinated into thinking that they are the underdog and they're the inferior race already. That's sad. That's sad that they basically have brainwashed their kids to feel inferior to other races. But yeah, continue a little bit.
And go underwater. You're just gonna be drowning, trying to be a mermaid.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy to me, man. Black people got a whole bunch of other shows that we're represented in, but we only make up 13% of the population. Why does every show gotta have a black person in it? That's not even realistic in America. The shows, if you want to be fair and proportionate, they should only have 13% of the shows have black people in it. No, we got whole shows full of black casts. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Can you act or can you not act? Can you build this idea of what's going on, or can you not build out the idea to make people want to watch your show? I just can't take it anymore.
I agree with that too, with the whole part of 13% of the population. I think The way I was raised was actually not to be prone to shows that have a lot of black people, like only black casting in it. For that reason, I think, because it's not really a realistic depiction of the world we live in today. And it seems like it's almost like it's racially biased, because that's not how the general public is. So I definitely do agree with that. Like, we don't just have all white shows, you know what I mean? And since we don't just have all white shows, and we don't have it where casting is only for white people in a movie, it shouldn't be that in a movie that it's only black people casted in a movie. Both ways it's kind of seen as racist, right? It would be seen as racist if they only casted white people. But how is it not racist to only cast black people? You know what I mean? So I do agree with that. I do think that in many shows that it could be like a 13% ratio would be more appropriate, you know. But I also think that, if you can act or not act is more important. And in this case, that's what more so would apply, because considering this lady, she has a very beautiful voice. She's a very beautiful woman. She probably can take on this role and actually act the whole mermaid role pretty well if she can. And that's all that should matter. It shouldn't really matter her race, in my opinion. I never really cared. In the years that I've heard that she's playing this mermaid role, I've never really cared about it in any sense, at all. There's only one aspect of it that I've ever entertained even talking about, and that's in the aspect of colorism, but that's a whole different story. So, and that's all I have to say on the mermaid. Somebody asked me in the past, how do I feel about it, and how do I feel about the uproar on it. I think that it's not that much of an issue. Neither side should be celebrating it or freaking out over it. It's just somebody who's acting the role of being the Little Mermaid. She happens to be black. It shouldn't really be that big of an issue. So that's all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day, guys. Bye.